Welcome to another installment of Sue's Nourishing Kitchen. My plan is to share everyday cooking in a real kitchen. I love cooking healthy food, and I love nothing more than sharing that passion for nutritious food with my friends and family. Today we're going to do a fun twist on Brussels sprouts, which is one of our family favorites. We're going to make garlic balsamic roasted Brussels sprouts with bacon. I hope you'll try this in your own kitchen and see that you can make some pretty amazing stuff with not a whole lot of effort.
Welcome back to Sue's Nourishing Kitchen. So I had a special request to make Brussels sprouts. So Michelle Dutro, this one's for you. I make Brussels sprouts probably once or twice a week. Really simply, I don't use recipes. I just cut them, clean them, toss them in some oil, throw some salt and pepper or whatever my favorite seasoning of the day is, and I just roast them in the oven on broil for about 7 minutes. Like super easy. Brussels sprouts, honestly, it's all about how you cook them. So I think like back in the day, our parents would like boil them and they just taste nasty that way. But you've all probably had them at restaurants where they're deep fried and they taste amazing. Well, you can get that great flavor without deep frying them. So I'm gonna show you today. I actually did pull a recipe for what the ones I'm gonna make today, but I glanced at the recipe, got an idea of what they're doing for time. I like the ingredient combination, but I'm not even gonna look at the recipe again because I don't know, I'm gonna wing it. So here's what I'm gonna use though. I have organic Brussels sprouts, and I'm gonna go ahead and chop those. I have some, it calls for bacon. So this is bacon, garlic, balsamic, Brussels sprouts, or something like that. So this is actually, they put paleo on it, which means that they could just charge more for it, but it's basically uncured, no sugar bacon. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss that in there. I have avocado oil that's non-GMO, and I have some local balsamic. If you haven't had like the local balsamic or the kind of the high-end balsamics that they have at like the specialty olive oil stores, you're missing out. It's so much better than anything you get at a grocery store. And then we have some garlic, some fresh garlic that I mushed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep this, and then we'll throw it all together. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. They're all prepped. Nice. I cut the ends off, cut them in half, ready to go on a pan. So the recipe actually doesn't call for any oil, but in my experience, you got to get some oil on them to crisp them up. So I'm going to throw a little bit of oil. Then it also called for that bacon. It called for 6 strips, but this is all frozen. So I'm going to show you my little hack for what I do with that. So I'll take it, and I'm just going to cut right through the plastic and everything, and I'm just going to cut it into the little pieces that I need. And hopefully that works. Yep. So now when I go to cook this bacon next time, the pieces will just be a little shorter, but I get what I need for the recipe. So I think it said like 4 to 6 pieces. I'm gonna do about that much. Okay, so now, check it out. I have like little bits and pieces of bacon, and I'm gonna cut that again. So it's pretty forgiving that you can cut through it when it's frozen, which is nice. Okay, so there we go. So now we have our little bacon pieces. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss the bacon pieces, a little bit of oil on the Brussels sprouts, and then we're gonna get those in the oven. And I'm gonna set a timer, by the way. And then we throw on the balsamic and garlic and cook it for a little bit longer. I'm gonna peek at the recipe though, just to make sure I got the timing right, because I don't usually cook it. I usually broil them. So we'll give that a roll. Okay, that's what's next. Okay, they're out of the oven. They were 15 minutes at 425, by the way. And so, yeah, they look pretty good. Maybe that's why I didn't need a lot of oil with them, because the bacon grease is kind of creating the oil. Oh well. So yeah, so I'm gonna stir this up a little bit. I'm gonna throw on, I'm gonna to throw in a little salt and pepper. It had it listed on the recipe, but it didn't actually say when to add that, so I'm just going to throw that on right now. I'm going to toss it with a little bit of the balsamic and some garlic, and we're going to toss it back in for a few more minutes. Let me see. Another 5 to 7 until it's crispy and brown. So do keep an eye on it. I'm sure that it goes pretty quickly. I'm a big fan of garlic. Lots of great medicinal reasons to eat garlic. Not to mention that it's just absolutely delicious. So I'm gonna make sure you get that spread around really well though, so that it doesn't, you don't just get one Brussels sprout that's absolutely annihilated with garlic. Make sure we get that mixed nice and good. Oh my gosh, they really do look good already. I'm also a big fan of balsamic. I'm gonna put a little bit more on that. Although my husband is not, but he'll eat anything I make for him pretty much. Except eggplant. Not a fan. Anyway, okay, there we go. So I'm gonna pop it back in the oven, another 5 to 7, and we should be rocking and rolling. See you in a minute. Okay, so they're done. Ta-da! Isn't that just like so delicious? So, yeah, so I did another 5 minutes at 425, and then I actually turned on the broiler because I really like them crispy. So if you like them a little extra crispy, you can always throw on the broiler. But I would say do it 1 or 2 minutes at a time and really keep a close eye on it, because it can get away from you fast when you turn the broiler on. So that's it. So thanks for joining me. Let me know if you try it. Have a great one. Bye.
The link to the recipe can be found below and in the comments of the YouTube video. Also, just a quick shout out to Paleo Running Mama for this great recipe. Hope you guys try it. Let me know how it turns out if you do.